Okay, everybody, this is Christopher Terry, CEO of iMarkets Live. It's November 3rd, 10:15 a.m. Eastern Time. I want to do a class, and please forgive my voice on this audio. Look, winter's coming. And I got a little bit hoarse. Remember Mr. Ed the horse? So, what I like to do is I like to define balance in the market. And we go back so many days. Let's go back and let's take a look at so many days and how I like to do this. So yesterday is 1, then you go back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I like to define the balance, the market range for so many days. It doesn't matter what market you pick. And look, it doesn't work for every market all the time, depending on where the range is. It just doesn't. You got to be real about it. Not everything you look at is going to work all the time. But if I can get you the perfect idea, you can take it from there. So, what I like to do to start, we look at the 7-day range high and low. So, we take the range low, range high for the past 7 days, okay? Market low, market high, 7 days. That's called the 7-day balancing point. The next one is a 5-day balancing point. All right, and you start to see where the market balances in terms of highs and lows. Then I like to look at the 3-day balancing point, market high and low for the past 3 days. I'm going to fix that other one. Let me just fix this one right here for the past 5 days, high and low. Okay. I look at the 3-day, I look at the 2-day, and the 1-day. I look at the 2-day balancing point. Actually, no, I have to fix the other one. I'm sorry. Let me just fix that. Aye. So let me just double check. Okay, high and low, past 3 days. And now we're going to go to 2 days. 2 days low, 2 days high. Okay, we're good so far. Sometimes it tends to confuse you. Okay. And then we have our 1-day balancing point. Okay. So what I look at how price overlaps. It's comical because if you go back 7 days, you start to see where all the balance is right here. Right? Going forward into today, this was your little area to watch. You see how the market found resistance. Once it broke through the major balancing point, it was game over right into the zone. So right now the market's in a sell mode. Any retracements up, this is going to be resistance, okay? It doesn't work all the time in terms of You may not see it there right away, but if you start laying out the zones to watch, it becomes important. So we're still watching. We have more to look at. So I take the high, we take the low, we have that. Now we take this high to low on a swing. But what we have here, see the little clusters down here? You're always looking for little clusters. You're always looking for little clusters here, here, here. I can feel real safe that the market is going to find support anywhere down here. I just can. I feel comfortable with that. If I take the low of the swing to the high of the swing, we already got that in there. That's fine. So I can feel real comfortable looking at this, saying to myself, right here is going to be support. Okay, Trend Power, we'll catch up tomorrow. Hopefully everything's okay, my friend. So Gann, what he did was he looked at what side of the trend you're on, depending how it was over the past 1, 2, and 3 days. I like going back 7 days and finding balance. I just do. And I look at it like that. That's one way. Let's take a look at another market. Let's just take a look at another market. Let's take a look at the S&Ps. All right? S&Ps are a great market. You see how that early whip was there, Mark? We caught profits here. You see how we came all the way down before going? We're done. Everybody else is trying to play the game. We're done. So let's take a look at the past 7 days and how it was influenced going forward. How it influences everything. It's just something I do. I like looking at balancing points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shut up. 6, 7 days. Let's make sure the time is correct here. Okay, let's take a look at the past 7 days, high and low. We'll take the last 7 days, high and low, and what we're going to do is go right here. So for the past 7 days, low, high, low, high. Six days, 5 days. You can see it's roughly the same. 3 days. What's your 3-day range, high and low? Okay, right here. What's your 1-day high and low? Here. So let me fix that other one. Okay. So today we're coming in the market and we're looking at what's going on in the past 7 days, high and low. Along with yesterday, we cut it up into eighths. Okay. That ultimately set us up for the trend this morning, right? For that trade. So I like to look at where the market support is. I like to look at where balance is. And this morning coming in the market, we had these zones to watch, right? We had overlapping action. And you guys basically saw that we took that 1 minute chart. All you're doing is just defining these levels, right? So down here, we knew that if the market even came down here, this would have been supportive. Okay? That's all I'm doing is when I'm laying out my levels, I'm just defining spots to watch. All right? We traded this morning. It came down again. See how we rallied to another balancing point, back down to that same balancing point before the trend starts continuing. I'm sure if the market comes here, it's going to find some support. So what I do is I lay out my balancing points. That's all I'm doing. I'm laying out my balancing points. I'm watching what side of the trend it's on. Okay, we don't know if this is going to turn back yet or if it wants to go higher. But if this pulls back, I'm sure we could find opportunity right there. I'm sure also that if it goes higher, our levels are laid out for us that we could find opportunity there. I don't mess around with anything else. I just watch for the zones. You know, another cool thing you could do is once you define your balancing points, you could put balancing points within balancing points like this. So I'm sure if this market wants to push up, this is going to become very important right there. Okay, and you can watch that. I'm sure that'll play an important role at 209,775. Okay, guys? Let's watch it. Let's watch. Okay, let's just watch the pullback, okay? So watch and see if this could pull back here live as we're doing this video. And we define our balancing points. We start with the 7-day, go down to the 5-day, the 3-day, then 1-day. And then we start seeing where the levels all line up. And we see right here and right here, key levels. So if I was to trade this, you have 95.75 to 94.50, right? This is all support. So let's just say you were buying this. You would look to buy the area on the pullback for another move higher. Essentially, guys, what we're doing is we're defining the zones overall. If the market comes up here, you have risk. You have an area to short. So if the market comes up here, this is a short area. Oops. So this would be a buy area for a move up, and this is a short area for a test down. Let's watch and see how that plays out for us live. We're laying it out in advance. Let's just see. You want it. You want to look at your levels. We do our work early, and your risk would be down here, away from the market. Okay, down here. Support, resistance. Your risk is up here, and your risk is down here. So if you pull back, you're buying them. If they push up here, you can short them, and we'll watch it. We'll just see how it plays out live. Our luck, the market goes sideways. Does nothing, right? So I buy groceries yesterday online from this company, and they send me half my groceries are incorrect. They gave me Spam. They gave me some kind of wacky soda. So I called them up and told them, look, it's wrong. You gave me half the stuff. And the guy goes, well, we're not redelivering it because it's less than $19. I was like, but you guys screwed up, you know? He's like, too bad. Vegas. They're whacked out over here. So let's watch, see if we can push up into the zone. And that's how you're defining your short-term scalping areas. We already took some trades here this morning in a live room. Caught this whole move. And now we're just doing a class. For those on video that watch it later on, we already did that. I'm just looking at my crew inside the room here. So let's watch. Let's watch this resistance above and see if the market wants to do what we're thinking. You defined your 7-day, your 3-day, your 5-day, your 1-day balancing points. And then within those balancing points, you're looking at other balancing points. Okay? So now you're pushing up into resistance up here. Let's say hypothetically we do this on a demo. Okay? So let's just say hypothetically you're doing this on a demo, and all you're doing is putting your risk up here like that. All right? You don't win every time, but I'm just giving you stuff to define. You could also put partial there, partial here, and like that. Nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You're just trying to keep out of the noise. So this could still push up a little bit. No problem. Let's watch and see if this wants to find resistance at our balancing point. If it stops us out, it stops us out. But this is how we pretty much define it every day. Figures I'll pick the one time where the market wants to go straight up against us, right? So all we're doing is just defining zones, and we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I would have preferred to buy them down here than short them, but that's okay. It's on a demo. We're not risking anything. Oh man, I got Spam. They gave me, I don't even know half the things they gave me. Welch's Tropical juice. You know these people are right outside the trailer. Whoever bought this stuff, like, you don't know. I'm talking spam, man. I got spam. Real spam, not a spam email. People are straight out the trailer. That's stuff you see on TV. I mean, so then I'm arguing with the guy. I'm like, you made a mistake. Why don't you just deliver me my packages? He said, no, it's over 20 bucks, even if it's our fault. So I said to him, I go, I'm not going to come there. I'm not going to order from you no more. He goes, go to Whole Foods, see how much it costs. It's funny. So in here, you actually, this is still a zone. If you were trading this, it's still a nice zone to watch. Like right up in here. I don't know why. I don't know why this is doing it like that, but that's okay. I was giving the average price. Anyway, this is how we do it, guys. I look at the zones. We typically do it off the open. We're doing it a little bit later in the game right now. I should be up a little bit higher. So you want to keep it away from the noise, and we'll watch. All right, just watch. So it should not go to new highs again. If it does, that wouldn't work out well, right? These balancing points help you define your stops too, you know? They really do. Our balancing points really help us define stops, entry points, and everything. So watch your numbers there, guys. Watch what happens. So you get the idea. Basically, you push up into the zone. It's trying to push back down. Okay? Not sure if this wants to go down now, but you get the idea. All right? You see that? It's always giving you opportunity to grab money in one shape or form. But right down here, we were looking for support to come in. If it would have pushed down here, it would have been great. The fact is, we look for push up into the zone, a push back down, and that's what it's trying to do right now. So the zone is good, and now we'll see if this wants to continue lower or if it wants to make new highs. But you get the idea. You know, it gives you opportunities. The balancing points gives you opportunities to work trades, to be confident that you can identify the zone, really just narrow the zone down for trading. You know, you like it, guys? I mean, the market slowed up a bit, you know, obviously because we're after the first hour and we were crazy down here trading them. But you saw what we were doing this morning, guys. You saw why we were doing this. All right, as it was happening. Now I'm showing you kind of how it's laid out in advance. All right. So this didn't happen, right? That didn't happen. But this happened. Same thing. That's what we're looking at, right? Pretty much push up into the zone and a push back down. Essentially, that's what we're looking at, right? So you can identify your zones and feel comfortable of working your zones. You could have took a profit already, right? Somebody could have took a profit already. There's nothing wrong with that. You could put your stops in. You could feel mighty fine with that. But the point is, I'm just trying to show you that you could identify using balancing points and really just be super accurate at it. Okay? Watch what happens here, guys. Just watch. So if I wanted to bring my stops down to zero, right, I could do that at this point. Or you guys could take a profit. But you see what happened. It did what we thought it was going to do. Okay, guys? You see how that works? You lay out your balancing points. You lay them out. Period. I just showed you live exactly what to do, how to do it. So I'm going to end the class and I'm going to record it. I'll make the recording and give it to you guys. And we'll send it out to everybody. But a little small class on balancing points because the market's always in balance. And what I'm going to do another day, I'll do market profile. We'll get you rocking and rolling. It was a nice little 30-minute class, right? Fantastic.